True.
And it's time to see who can move on to the grand finals because they, you know, if there's an angry Shen down there, I want to fight him the least amount possible is how I'd look at this. So obviously B3ilz had a very good performance in the winner's side and moving on, but I think Brandon was much more convincing and playing on the arguably strongest character in the game and, you know, has an edge. I feel like Luke has so many tools to fight against Laura, but we've seen Laura navigate this match in a really nice way.
She could definitely explode, right? Any sort of big opening, any sort of counter hit, she can get into one of two scenarios, right? She can blow you up for a ton of damage or get the mix going. Sometimes in special scenarios, she can get both because she can get herself into that Oki position, have herself in V-Trigger 1, and it's going to be a party
and then it's a
no
wrap.
matter what, right? So it really depends. Luke, I feel like, can get to those situations way more often than Laura can. So we'll see how this plays out, right? Battle of Laura versus Luke. Either way, someone's going to be taking the L.
Yeah, and the L will be delivered whether it's from Luke or Laura. There are 2 L's on the screen so far, and 1 will leave as well. But yeah, like you said, I think the biggest thing that Luke has on his end is enabling his win conditions is a lot easier than it is for B3ilz. And it's not necessary that he has to use the V-Trigger to get that started as well, while Laura, you know, a lot of her momentum comes from that V-Trigger, and no momentum is on the side of B3ilz right now because Brandon is finding everything, and this is where you can challenge back. You need to be able to continue this guessing pressure, but again, playing that defensive style, not afraid to challenge, and you cannot continue to whip those. You are exploding. And now just walks back. Brandon, again, playing this corner position so well with the walk back and forward.
He had plenty of time to get a rocket uppercut after that. B3ilz actually has a chance at life, a big one at that, with the party starter of Trigger 1, following suit after the thunderclap, but still, you know, sandblasted away. Not too bad. Rocket uppercut. You are not allowed to conduct that kind of static electricity against this man.
Yeah, that's when your buddy rubs his feet against the carpet and touches you. You are shocked at the outcome, all right? The thunderclap may have came out, but lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, it turns up on the other side instead.
Yep, that's right. Oh, and again, the low forward confirmed. Brandon just excellently placing these normals. B3ilz trying to fight out of the corner again, and we saw them able to escape before, not able to close out, though, and now B3ilz gets to play. But again, Brandon's has been challenging on every single Oki, just not afraid. What a wonderful pick.
Oh my god. And you know, there's been so many instances where B3ilz had really laid on the layers of frame traps initially, right?
Yep.
Prior to that situation happening, there's been so many frame traps put in place from B3ilz that Brandon was like, you know, I'm going to try to use an EX rocket uppercut to kind of regain the momentum.
Yeah, regain positioning, regain momentum, but Brandon got caught fighting off more than he can chew.
Ooh,
Held the L in that interaction, but we're going to Sunset City, population Luke.
Oh, too far out to get the knockdown off of the sweep, but hey, it's not gonna be too bad.
Shimmy Hendrix showing up big. The show is coming now, and it's not enough to kill. Pixel in a Dream. Can you fight out from this, Brandon? And this is where it begins. Is this robbery? I know we see the Hamburglar in SoCal with the Luke, but can we see?
This is going to be kind of tough. Listen, Brandon might actually be able to do this with Trigger.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a problem.
Yeah, guess per game, and that's a way to guess and a half. The neutral jump into wake-up jab from B3ilz?
What happened?
What happened? That was...
Hello?
Huh? No, there was no meaty that came out from... It was just a neutral jump.
He missed the safe jump.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I didn't see a stand fierce. I didn't see anything, and we only saw a W on the side of Laura. So really good stuff. You know, you can't make that error at this stage, Brandon, so I want to see how he recovers from this.
That was kind of rough. I mean, yeah, so Laura doesn't really have anything to back herself up on Wake Up.
Yeah, true. There's no DP. They, like, after the first sequence, there was a potential V reversal, but other than that, there was nothing. So missing that meaty is definitely just a player error, and B3ilz capitalizing excellently. Be like, no normal? No life bar. You got me. All right, GG, shake my hand. Best trade deal in history.
I wish you could call it a trade deal.
Yeah, I get a win. You get a dead character.
I mean, we'll see how that plays out. I mean, one of these characters made it on to the next sequence, the next iteration of the game. But Brandon right now, looking at it, with the life lead right now, does get the activation into the trigger. Thermal Barrack to kind of keep B3ilz at that distance.
Oh, and that distance was immaculate. Yup, that is so much damage off the easy confirm. And like we said, the win condition for Brandon is a lot easier to achieve, and you just get so much damage off of any one interaction. So Brandon capitalizing excellently and not dissuaded from losing that first game. You know, we make one mistake. That was so ambiguous. That was the deepest cross-up. Oh,
media applied afterwards. Oh, give me something out of that. Yes, sir. That's a sunset wheel.
Yeah, the party starts, EX Thunderclap to keep the pressure on, but B shifting out, just resetting the expectations, resetting the neutral. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a buffer. I thought that the hit confirm was coming in, but that was a whiff. That was a wish confirm.
In hot pursuit afterwards, does get the safe jump, but still, B3ilz is not going to be worrying too much. Well, he better start worrying. That's a couple of sand blasters to the face.
Oh.
No, just hit the forward pierces raw.
Yeah, guess for the game right here. After one more Sunset Wheel, Vigor is still active, so you have to worry, and that was so clean. B3ilz riding the lightning. Spin to win, baby. My God. Brandon looked so clean that entire round. Had the right pressure with the sand blasters, peppering in the standing medium kicks, but it did not matter.
A little bit too comfortable in his seat is what it was.
Yeah.
Trying to play the patient life lead game, but there's something about Laura that closed the gap.
Definitely.
Just a blink of an eye.
Oh my, and the blink of an eye stun is in your future. There's no way he kills. I mean, it was a
no, don't never say never on this one. Sandblaster EX. Oh, no, regular.
Yeah, not enough, not enough. But it doesn't matter. Tip throw comes out. Brandon evening up the score, and that's exactly what we were talking about before. It doesn't need V-Trigger to get that job done. That one interaction leads to a beautiful sequence for Luke, and that's why this character is so coveted in that #1 spot, because he creates those situations so consistently.
Yep.
While on the side of Laura, you have to really put yourself out there and commit. And if you commit in the wrong way, you might just get tripped up.
And we saw it. We saw it play out exactly like that. I mean, after that entire sequence from Luke, got himself a triple layered burrito. There's just so many different types of frame traps that could lead into that victory for Luke specifically.
Yeah. And again, easy confirm with the target combo right there too. And again, backing off. Brandon playing that neutral excellently, getting the buffer right there too. And that's consistent on the buffering as well.
Ooh.
So looking for anything that B3ilz is approaching. And that's why I feels like B3ilz's feet have been glued to the floor. Not a single jump has been displayed recently.
Ooh. What's going to be applied afterwards? The V-shift. Get him out of dodge.
Oh, yeah, and we're dodging that pressure right now. The confidence on the DP, and even though it was blocked not once but twice so far, Brandon doesn't care. You got to send it and instill your will on your opponent. That is how you instill your will. V-trigger activation means nothing to me. Brandon, one round away for getting a 2-0 lead, and the meter's even, so, you know, that was a pretty cost-efficient round.
Ooh. And already applying a preoccupied normal with that crouching medium punch, checking the movement immediately. The B3ilz completely unfazed by the initial handshake that Brandon presented. The thunderclap now putting a lot of work. And no, the interruption on the movement yet again. Brandon making the most out of that crouching jab into the target combo. But speaking of combos now, B3ilz doesn't need any of that with the command grab with the sunset wheel. Activation raw off of the medium kick.
Yeah, and again, this gray health is going to be so huge here, utilizing the V-trigger in multiple ways. Can regen that bar as well. And again, this is where it begins, the win condition. Just so much damage to pay off. Yeah. And again, any hit confirm right here is going to lead into critical art, so B3ilz has to play this so importantly. If you walk forward at the wrong rate, you just die.
Ooh, you tried to charge up in front. B3ilz not having any of it. Not quite. That was a target combo.
Yep, can't confirm there, but the target is on B3ilz's back, and the uppercut is delivering straight. The sweet chin music, and Brandon is hearing that victory music right now. The oh, man. I'm not going to finish that
I was
one.
waiting. I was like, I love that song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's just a little bit to be said about B3ilz's pressure. There are some significant gaps. He's trying to steal turns away preemptively with that thunderclap. But that's just not going to fly with somebody like Brandon. Pretty much utilizing, even if he didn't have meter, I think the fierce rocket uppercut would have been able to blast through the projectile, no problem.
Yeah, and I love to see that right now. We're definitely seeing Luke on narc duty, not letting any turns be stolen, and he does have that opportunity because with how good that uppercut is, like, if you have that Laura matchup experience, you know the pockets, you know exactly what you're looking for, and you know, kind of a little bit tired of getting command grab. So love that, and it's even though it was punished twice, 2 times. Brandon just keeps on sending it. Doesn't matter. It's like, okay, what's my risk reward here? Okay, I get stuck in a knockdown or I win. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and take that risk.
To be fair, there's a lot of damage that can be put on the table from Laura.
True.
So there is a significant risk behind it. And I think that's what makes it even better of a call out. It's like, all right, well, I think it's more of a read and reaction against it rather than a call out, because there is some significant time from the start of a Thunderclap.
Yep.
But at the same time, Brandon still has to have that option in mind, right? So there's it's both read and reactions.
Yep. It's a mix and a mix of mixes that you have to be, and the mental stack is definitely there, because that's the game that Laura has to play, and it goes back to that point I wanted to make before, where Laura has to make that commitment, and Luke, committing right back, but finding the options where, Laura doesn't get the starter pressure unless she goes for that thunderclap, and right now, clapping right back, Brandon is not letting B3ilz get any momentum. Double anti-air. Ooh.
Little testy on that one.
Yeah.
I think there could have been an opportunity to maybe rocket uppercut max distance.
Yeah.
Potentially another thunderclap being flown. You were not cleared for takeoff. You can't even move forward on the lane.
Yeah. Turbulent weathers right here in the air, and I love this, the way that he's utilizing the Sandblaster in between. It's like two normals, two Sandblasters, and reacting to the flash right there. That was so good, B3ilz.
I think of that one, he was just, with the amount of life he had left, he was 100%.
He was jamming. He was churning in half. The butter was so good. Oh,
I appreciate. Oh, wait.
That's so much. Oh, my God. And this is a Laura round and a half. Oh, no.
That was actually disgusting.
That was insane.
So, the punish made Luke land into the charge thunderclap. That was actually the sickest thing. Can you clip that?
That was so good.
Please clip that.
That was a magic sequence right there. That was
a death combo if I ever seen it.
Yeah, that you literally got put in La Liquadora. Oh man, and the blender just continues. All right, we can will it blend? Luke will.
Is it gonna blend?
Oh yeah, yep. Easy punish. Goes for the same side again, but the B-ship comes out into the confirm, and now Luke gets the pressure back. B3ilz challenging.
It just makes everybody so much stronger, and actually have a viable defensive strategy against Laura's mixes. That V-ship is working wonders for the cast.
It has the V-trigger activated. When do we go for the reset here, or the chase down? All right, let's see. Nice V-shift out. And again, about to build. Oh, yeah, sometimes you just gotta. I mean, you're one round away. Goes for the charge. That was so cheeky.
That is a fast girl. Trigger and V-skill 1 on deck. You are not allowed to do that for free.
Nah, she's got the quickness, all right? She charges the electricity into herself. She's going at sonic speeds without the booms.
I knew if I looked over, you're going to have that smile on your face as soon as you executed that line. Jeez.
Every time.
Every single time.
Just off the top. That's what we're looking for. And we're going off the top of this match right here. Final game between these two. Who's going to move on to grand finals? Again, there is a hungry Shen down in those waters. Lacuna C as well. And we're going to see who has to fight out the two of those between B3ilz and Brandon. Two Bs on the screen.
We're starting to see a little bit of a slowdown, right? Coming in from Brandon. There's been a couple of normals that have just been let loose for free. A couple of thunderclaps as well. This is the opportunity for B3ilz to strike. I don't think Brandon is going to be throwing out any sort of EX uppercuts anytime soon. He has been shooketh to the core from that previous exchange. No, that is not the drop you want.
Yeah, that was
not the moment to do that.
Yeah, that was set point right there. And now in the corner, this is where Luke can really thrive. But no, that was big crush counter. I'm not sure exactly what Brandon was looking for there, but B3ilz sniffed it out, and now sniffing out set point can almost taste that grand finals. Uh-oh.
Yeah, applying just so many layers off of the medium sequences.
Yep. Ooh.
Word.
Yeah, EX Sandblaster, point blank, gets the knockdown, and now this is where the corner pressure comes in. Luke just starts to shine. Oh, wow, the clash right there, but it doesn't matter. The follow-up comes in, same side, and this is where it begins. B-trigger is still available, but the challenge on the dash. Not sure why the activation didn't come out, and we might not even get an opportunity to activate. There it is with the slowdown. It doesn't matter. Not able to kill with the EX Sandblaster.
Not enough damage, but the rocket uppercut definitely ensuring at least, this final moment here. Final round between Brandon and B3ilz. Laura versus Luke.
Yeah, B3ilz needs to pull out all the whistles right now because we are sounding off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the target combo that sends you to the floor from Luke. Oh, man. And yes, again, the screen real estate, but it doesn't matter. The reaction as soon as Thunderclap comes out, and the block not catching the walk forward. The cross-up, that was actually a counter hit.
Yeah, I think he tried to press the button immediately afterwards. He's stunned. You
might be dead. You might be.
No, you actually dead.
Yeah, you were done so.
Oh,
Pixel in a dream. And the dreams are crushed. Brandon going to be moving on to grand finals winner's side at that last interaction. Even though it was not enough to kill at that last combo, you had to make so many right reads and hard commit against Brandon. And with the willingness to DP that Brandon has been showing, you make one mistake in that situation and you're done. And the throw closes it out. Sin Brandon going to be sitting pretty in the grand final side with the definite character to feel dominant there too. Like the only Luke left in the bracket. Yep. And Luke is definitely feeling lucky here because one game away, one set away.
That is such
share.
A sequence, by the way. When you get that cross-up block, you go immediately into crouching medium punch. Then you get back medium punch into another crouching medium punch. That whole sequence is just so tough to figure out whether or not the mix is going to be another normal, a throw potentially, like a walk-up throw. Who knows? But I will say, Brandon, again, keeping it consistent for the most part in the beginning of that set. He was down one game, but immediately after started to show the true potential of Luke. B3ilz, again, trying his damnedest to keep the mix-ups alive majority of the time, but there's just so much that Luke can do to overpower her.
Yeah,
but man, this was the death combo.
This is
actually
the death
super
round.
Sick.
I absolutely love this right here because B3ilz just put on a Laura showcase. When you're trying to learn Laura, you're like, okay, what does my best round look like? That's what it looks like. But when you have, there's two sides of the coins. While you have your best rounds, you also have the rounds where you're pushed to the limit. And even though B3ilz had that set point, it did not matter at the end. Brandon was able to fight back. And in the last match, it felt like every single thing came out on top, counter hit at the end. And even though this combo did not kill, there was just too much pressure.
Yeah, then you got this right here, the crouching jab. What do you do after that? Maybe crouching medium punch into back medium punch again. I don't even know, man. There's so much that could come off of a single route, right?